Alright guys, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to train in the gym like Jakob Ingebrigtsen. Alright, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to train like Jakob Ingebrigtsen, and all you need is a couple bands, and you can do this at the track or wherever you're at. So first off, we're going to be doing warm-ups. Okay, so the first thing we're doing is shoulder rotations. I want you guys to do 20 of these, okay? So 20 of these shoulder rotations. Next is shoulder circles. You're going to be doing 10 each direction. Next, you're going to be doing 10 front raises, 10 side raises, and 10 lateral raises to warm up the shoulders. Next is going to be 20 bent over rows. Next is going to be 15 push-ups. And lastly is going to be 10 front lunges on each leg. And then you're going to be doing 10 back lunges on each leg. Okay, so the last thing we're going to be doing is backwards walking. You want to do 10 minutes. Make sure your knee is over your toe. And you're going to do 10 minutes of backwards walking. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to be doing is called a knees over toes lunge. This is by my guy Ben Patrick. If you guys do not know who Ben Patrick is, knees over toes guys, check him out. That's where I got most of these exercises from, and I love his content. So knees over toes lunge, it's going to be lunging, and you want your knee to go over your toe. This heel is going to come up a little bit, and you're going to push back. Now, this back leg, you want this back leg to be straight. You don't want your knee touching the ground. You want it to be straight up. You're going to push up from here. Almost use your hands to push, boom, and stand up. Now, if you do not have the ankle mobility to get your ankle down in this position, you can use something like a step to help yourself get into that ankle mobility and be able to get that knee over the toe. If you're having problems with the strength aspect, you can hold on to something to make it a little bit easier as you're trying to get up. Now, if this gets too easy, grab one of my trusty bands, put it on that front foot, and all you're gonna do, hold it, get some good tension, knee over toe, and come up. Now obviously this is probably not enough tension because this is a small little band, but you can get a bigger band to give you more tension. And we are going to be doing 5 sets of 5 repetitions. Alright, so the second exercise is called the Patrick step. Grab onto something first, the first time you do it. You're going to take whichever leg you want. I'm going to take my outside leg. And all you're going to do is getting that knee over toe. And you want this heel hit the ground. And you're going to come back up just like this. And as this gets easier, you can go farther out, and you can get to the point where you're not using any stability. Nothing, you're not holding on to anything, okay? And if that gets too easy, again, grab a band, put it under the foot, hold, and as you go down, come up, and it's a little more resistance, right? And you can obviously go farther out. We're gonna be doing 2 sets of 20 on these. Super simple, gonna help build your quads and your knees to really strengthen those knees, just like the ATG split squat, but this is a little more repetition, so it's gonna give you a little more endurance versus strength. So the next exercise, the third exercise, is gonna be the reverse squat. Now you probably wouldn't do this on concrete, this is just for filming purposes, and you probably want a little bit heavier weight, but we're gonna use a band. You can do all these exercises in the gym, or you can do these at home with a band. Find something to tie your band around. You're gonna put your feet in the band. You're gonna sit down and you're gonna do a reverse squat. You're gonna pull all the way till your legs are parallel and go back. And we're gonna be doing 3 sets of 20. Now what this is working on is your core, but what most people are not realizing is this is working on your hip flexors. Hip flexors are where you hold up here. So it's going to build a lot of that power and speed that you need for that 1500 meter race like Jakob Ingebrigtsen. Okay, so the fourth exercise is going to be a cable twist. Now, cable twists, we're going to be using a band, and I want you guys to start out high, up higher, up here, and it's going to be, this is like a wood chop, so you're coming down, and you're going back slow. Now this is light for me, you want to do a little heavier, we're going to be doing 12 reps each side. Then, you're going to take your band and do it from more of a hip height, okay? Right here, boom, and you're also doing 12, going about right here. Not trying to go all the way, just right here, go back slow, and do 12 on each side. And then you want to do it from a low stance right here, come up, and do 12 on each side again to really build that rotational core, which is going to help you stabilize yourself when you're running, and especially when you get tired, it's going to help yourself not falling over and having good posture. Okay, the final exercise for day number 1 is going to be shin raises. All you have to do is lean up against a wall, and you're literally just going to lift your feet up, squeeze your shins, and go back down. Squeeze your shins and go back down slow. If you want to make it harder, you go farther out. If you want to make it easier, get even closer. If you want to make it really hard, you do one leg at a time. And your goal is to do 2 sets of 25. Now the resting for this is going to be around 60 seconds for each exercise. You may take a little bit longer rest for the knees over toes lunge, but everything else take 30 to 60 seconds of rest. The first exercise for day number 2 is called a Nordic hamstring curl. You do need a partner for this unless you can find out a way to do it. If you're in a gym, you can take a bench and a belt and tie it together. All you're going to be doing is going down as slow as you can and then push back up if you can't go all the way. If you can go all the way, that's 1 Nordic hamstring curl. Now, you want to do 6 to 8 of these for about 3 to 4 sets. Alright, second exercise is going to be a hamstring curl. Obviously, if you can do this on the grass, if you can't, get a mat or something. For demonstration purposes, I don't have that with me. Basically, you're just going to take a band, put it around your heels, get out a little farther so the resistance is a little bit harder, and you're literally just doing a curl. Boom, hold. You want to hold this for a couple seconds at the top and go back slow. Now this is obviously easy for me because this is a lightweight, but you're going to want to do 3 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions. Okay, exercise number 3 is going to be a single leg hip thrust. If you cannot do these, start out with the double leg hip thrust for 3 sets of 12. But if you can, we're going to be doing single leg. And you want to hold for about 2 seconds and then come down. And this is going to be working on your glutes. And you really want to build up those glutes because if one side's weak, that's going to make you rotate differently. And when you're running, that means you're going to get fatigued faster. That's why I like the single leg. Start out with 8 repetitions and build up to the 12. Now, if that gets too easy for you, you can add more resistance by grabbing a band and putting it over your hips and doing them just like this. And the more bands you have, the harder it's going to get. Exercise number 4 is going to be the seated good morning. Take your band, take one foot very wide, make sure your foot's under the band fully, take this foot very wide, make sure this foot is under the band fully, and then you're going to pull the band up over your shoulders, and you're literally just going to be doing a good morning, which is leaning forward till your back starts rounding, and then come back up. Make sure your chest is sticking out, boom, and come back up. And we're going to be doing 3 sets of 12. This is going to be working on your glutes, a little bit even in your groin area, and it's going to be working on your lower back, which is going to build you a lot of that power again to help you when you're running that 1500 meters. Okay, this is exercise number 5, and we're going to be doing a side leg lift. Again, you probably shouldn't be doing this on concrete, but this is only for filming purposes. You're literally going to be grabbing your band, tie it together, make a loop, and you're going to be doing 20 repetitions just like this. You can hold at the top for a second and go down slow. And this is 20 repetitions on each side, and you're going to be doing 2 sets of this. Alright, exercise number 6 on day number 2 is going to be face pull press. Basically, you want the band to be shoulder height. You're gonna step back. You're gonna pull the band with your thumbs facing backwards. Get your hands behind your shoulders or right where your shoulders are at, and you're gonna press straight up, come down, release. And you're gonna be doing 3 sets of 15 repetitions. Use a light band like this. It doesn't need to be hard. Go slower more than using a heavy weight. It's not about the weight on this, it's about going slow and really activating those rear delts so that you can have your shoulders back, you have your chest up, and you can breathe better while you are running. Okay, so the last exercise is going to be a stomach vacuum. So what you want to do is take in a deep breath, make a big stomach, and as you breathe out, you're going to suck in that stomach as much as you can. You're going to hold for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then breathe in, and then breathe out again. And then do that again, hold for 5 seconds, and you're doing 5 sets of 5. To make this harder, you can go on your hands and knees and do it, or you can go all the way down into a planked position. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys are trying to run fast like Jakob Ingebrigtsen, this is the perfect weight training program to follow. Again, follow Ben Patrick. He is someone who I've been following that's going to help you guys with this. Follow me, hit that subscribe button so you guys can see more videos like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, love you guys, bye.